Welcome into the D-Event Center on the campus of Weber State University, the site of the 2023 5A State Championship Basketball Tournament. We are in the semifinals, Olympus versus Alta. The winner moves on to the 5A title game to take on the winner of Orem and Timpview. Welcome in, everybody. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. Dane, this is a game that we thought we would get in the semifinals. Two of the best, the reigning 5A champion in Olympus and the probable favorite in the 5A tournament, Alta.
Yeah, people who do not like RPI are looking at this matchup and are like, it failed us, but we get it. I think a lot of people thought Alta Olympus would be a matchup we would see at some point in the state tournament. It comes in the semifinal, Alta 1 seed, or Alta the 4 seed, Olympus the 1 seed. And look, this is going to be such a fun game. Cannot wait. And there's a lot of good storylines and a lot of good keys and things to watch as this one gets underway.
This is going to be an absolute blast. Olympus in their home whites. We talked about it. This is the reigning 5A champions. They graduate Jack Wistersill, our 5A player of the year. They come back, and it's a team. This is more of what you feel from a Matt Barnes team. It's a group of guys, and they're led by a few really good ones, Jordy Barnes and, of course, Dutch Dowdell. Yeah,
those guys, you know, they lead the headlines for Olympus, and they're going to be pivotal today. But who else is going to step up to help? Harper Madsen, Zach Albert, they're going to have plenty of opportunities. And Gavin Lowe, who he's going to have a prime defensive assignment tonight. He'll start on Ace Reiser. That's going to be a heck of a battle to watch, Gavin Lowe, the freshman.
Outside here with Doliak. Now work it back up top. Back over to Ace Reiser and come off the screen from Doliak. Ace in the lane. The fall, well, we try to fire that into Doliak, taken away on the run now with Albert.
I really feel like first to 65 in this game wins.
It'll be interesting to see the long ball for both these teams is extremely important. For Olympus, we learned that it's not as important as years past, as the three from Madsen is good. He starts the semifinals off just like how he started the quarterfinals.
They had that matchup against Brighton. They wanted to come out strong, knew they needed to shoot it well. They did. Boy, they roared to one of their best wins of the year. They're hoping that carries over tonight.
Outside with Jackson Johnson, he and Dutch Dowdell. It's going to be a fun matchup. On the angle, the three from Ace Reiser is there, and we're tied at 3.
I actually thought Ace could have taken that shot on the first possession. I think he was surprised he had as much space as he did, so he dumps that off. That was the intention. That time recognized I can get a shot, rises and hits.
Dangerous pass there. Gavin Lowe sends out to Madsen. That was online, but a little long, and the rebound to Johnson.
And to me, the length of Alta going to be interesting to see how Ole tries to deal with that.
Jackson Johnson's first shot goes, and the two stars of Alta have their 5 points.
Tough to defend. He gets the rebound, can handle the rock, brings it down, never leaves his hand until it's through the net.
Dowdell finds Madsen. Madsen could have turned around and scored. He traveled. Well, that's not it. We'll come right back.
There are a lot of Alta fans tonight. Black all throughout the arena. I'm just teasing. It's a blackout for Ole tonight. So
for both of them.
Yeah.
But black is Alta's school colors, as the three on the way from Johnson is a little long, and the rebound to Jordy Barnes. Low down the lane. Probably steps through and scores.
Just a freshman, Gavin Lowe. You're going to hear about him for years to come. He is a pest to deal with. He is a really good defender, gritty player.
3 on the way, no. Tipped out. As Johnson sends that one in. They go inside now to Doliak, who finishes. And it's 7-5, Alta.
Carter Doliak, not a lot of minutes last year. This year he has been great and provides awesome support scoring for this Alta offense.
As Barnes sends over to Lowe, the freshman goes after it, and it stays in. Thought it might come off. Nice job of coming over by Goodfellow and not picking up the foul.
Yeah, stay straight vertical there. And, boy, that one, I think they turned on the air conditioner to help that one go down.
Oh, Reiser able to pull it away, and Ace able to fight off the freshman and then put it up and in. It's quickly rushing back is Albert. He's fouled by Goodfellow. The swat there from Johnson going to keep it from being a +1 opportunity. Is
I really thought that Olympus might try to get out and run as much as they can tonight. Try to get down the floor quicker than some of that Alta length could. You saw the help there, denied the shot attempt, but I like the thought there to push it for Alta and for Olympus and try to get contact.
So at the line, oh, the first one does not go for Zach Albert, and he will have another.
You know, and it will be interesting because this Olympus team doesn't shoot the 3-ball like years past have. Still have plenty of shooters, but you don't have 4 or 5 guys that you have to worry about 40% from beyond the arc.
There's 1 of 2 as Johnson just able to track that down before it got out of bounds. Near side with Hink. Doliak on the screen. Hink sends out to Johnson, and he shuffled his feet. Yep. Traveling violation. The ball will go to Olympus. We're still misfiring here.
Scoreboard just a little off there. 9-8 your score. Get that remedied as soon as we can for you.
9-8. Don't worry. You're not holding Olympus down to nil. As Dowdell sends out the 3 off from Jordy Barnes and the rebound to Johnson.
And even on there, everyone's outside there for Olympus, right? So that's a clean rebound, easy rebound.
Ace Reiser steps inside the arc, kiss it off the window. Ace Reiser.
He's getting too much space. Too much space right now for Ace Reiser. And a lot of that's being created on his own, which tip of the cap to him. They've got to find a way to contest Ace a little bit more.
Foul on the floor. It's going to be the second team foul on the Hawks as we are in the under 4-minute timeout. Alta 11, Olympus 8. You're watching the 2023 5A semifinals on your year-round home for high school basketball. KSLSports.com. Welcome back in. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. Also Joe Johnson checks in the game for Coach Matt Barnes. Gave great minutes in the quarterfinal.
Yeah. I actually was curious if they would go to him early tonight and give him extended minutes to try to deal with some of the bigs of Alta.
As Dutch Dowdell on the nice action. Dowdell with the easy lay-in. It's a 1-point game.
And for me, I'm looking at getting Dowdell, Jordy, those types of looks to help them find their rhythm, get warm here in this first quarter.
Johnson sends out over to Goodfellow. Goodfellow down the lane, has that one taken away. It's low on the breakout. Got it over. The layup won't go, but we got a foul. And that is going to put Olympus at the line. So going to the line is Zach Albert for the second time.
And that's all created by Gavin Lowe. We talked about his defense, the youngster able to generate the steal there. They're out on the run. And there's a good, strong take there from Albers. I know you'd love to finish that, but hey, right now that's a body blow, right? End of the line, third team foul on the Hawks.
So Albert knocks down the first. And got the second. So a 1-point advantage for Olympus as they go into the full court press. Johnson quick because he gets it across to Goodfellow.
Look, they've switched that matchup. Now it's Barnes.
And Barnes and Reiser up top with Johnson outside with Hink. Reiser got some space and hits his second 3 of the first quarter.
Well, they got the switch. So Reiser gets rid of the rock. You've got the screen. They switch it. And Lowe late on that closeout. Reiser with 10 in the first quarter.
So a 2-point Alta lead as Barnes sends that one over. Now dropping inside to Johnson. Back outside to Dowdell. Dutch working on Johnson. Goes base, sends out to Albert. Barnes and now Lowe. 15 on the shot clock for the Titans. 3 from Dowdell. No in the rebound. Claimed by Doliak, now down the floor with the Hawks. Reiser couldn't, well, the nice save there by Hink.
Oh,
finds Goodfellow on the backside. He draws the foul, and that is going to put Carter Goodfellow at the line for 2 free throws.
More than a scorer. How about this pass from Jackson Johnson? Look at that. Bounce pass right through the lane. Nice job.
Needle threaded. So line, Carter Goodfellow. Got a little kiss off the front of the iron for that first one. Yeah, got them both. And coming in now for the Hawks for the first time, Bo Compton. So a 4-point Alta lead.
And Dash, I was just thinking, when are we going to see Dash Reiser? He's heading to the table now, freshman for Alta.
So Barnes. It's a nice move. Oh, got back up top now. Dowdell, good defense from Johnson. Finds, oh, Joe Johnson misses the bunny, and then the loose ball foul. And will be Alta basketball.
I was talking with someone before the game. They said when these two teams played in the summer, Jackson guarded Jordy, and Jordy struggled to get that long-range three because of the length of Jackson. And a great example there, gets caught in the air. I love the find to Johnson inside. That's one that, man, you'd love to see him finish for Olympus.
So a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. As that floater from Johnson won't go, rebound to Joe Johnson. Jordy Barnes, nice crossover. Oh, left it short off the window.
Man, they missed a couple right at the rim.
In transition, Johnson. 4-3. Jackson Johnson. And it's a 7-point Alta lead. The freshman Lowe leaves it for Johnson, sends it out. Dowdell can't get the three to go. And the rebound and run out here for the Alta Hawks as Johnson sends out to Dash Reiser.
That was my bad. I said the summer matchup was Jackson on Jordy. It was Jackson on Dutch.
Okay.
And that was what the challenge was. And we've seen that even in earlier moments. I like that ball inside and the kick out for Dutch. Get him an open look. We've got to find a way to get his scoring going.
Mouse in the house there for Johnson with Lowe. 20 seconds left. 9 on the shot. Near steal. Ace sends it straight away. Johnson. Another three for Jackson Johnson. As he gave a little bit of the "are you not entertained" to his student section. 5 seconds. Jordy, center of the corner. Lowe at the horn. Got it. We go to the second quarter, and it's Alta 22, Olympus 14. Start of the second quarter, Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. As free throw, or pardon me, that three, my heavens. The trade the buckets, the answered three there from Lowe.
Well, and it was an important bucket. It was an 11-0 Alta run.
As here's the freshman Lowe, foul by the other freshman, Dash Reiser. And went down along the baseline.
18 combined for Ace and Jackson in that first quarter for Alta.
18?
18.
I remember them scoring 18 points. As Dowdell, or probably has Jordy. Now Dutch. Dowdell goes at Johnson. Now Lowe. Nice move by Lowe, and yeah, their body contact going to put the freshman at the line for 2 free throws. Number 2. It's number 2 on dash. So Goodfellow's going to come back onto the floor as Reiser with the foul. And now the freshman Lowe leaves it. The first one on the front of the iron.
I thought it was the second on dash because I thought he just had a call a moment ago, but they said the first. So I'm a little confused.
We'll see if they go change it. We've had some, I'm not saying it's what's going on. The hard part in the building is that we don't have a board. This isn't a knock. That makes people so sensitive, but there's not a board here with all the information on it just for us to verify our information. So I should say Dane's information. But 7-point lead here for the Hawks as Reiser sends it into the corner. Goodfellow off on the 3, tipped around. Johnson with the rebound. Jump ball. No,
Ooh.
2 free throws.
Yeah, they called the foul there on Lowe, and that is indeed his second. Been verified. I thought that was a lot of basketball, but the official right there. Alta shot 72% in that first quarter, Dusty.
It felt like it.
That's a good rate.
The officials tonight, Doug Kingsman, Maurice Roberts, and Shane Singer.
– 7-2 advantage on the glass for Alta in that first quarter as well.
So Doliak got the first. And the second, the son of former University of Utah, well, I shouldn't say former, the University of Utah legend, Michael Doliak.
Legends never die.
That's right. Heroes are remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid. You'll never go wrong. As Barnes fires that ball up top to Dowdell. Dutch drives at Johnson. Good defense from Jackson. Johnson did get some space and hits. Nice job of being patient there by Dutch.
And that's the thing. Dutch is as good. Dutch is as well-rounded of a player as you would like to have. If that length is going to contest those threes, then do just that, right? Drive and try to use some of your fakes to create separation and get room for that shot.
Reiser with the take and make. Ace Reiser. So now a 9-point Alta advantage as Lowe sends back up top. Now it's Dowdell. Dutch has that one stripped away by Jackson Johnson as Dash Reiser runs over to get the ball.
Ace, a big reason why this Alta team was preseason #1.
And that ball stripped away. And nice job there by Johnson.
Yep.
Picks up the foul because that was a lead out and a chance to throw it down there for Dutch.
Yeah, that's a heady play right there. You almost had a 3-on-none. And
they made a play on the ball too.
Yep.
So back down the floor with Olympus, one of the premier programs in the state of Utah. Went undefeated a couple years ago in Matt Barnes' second state championship. His alma mater, he's gotten 3 state titles. As they send out the 3 from Madsen, won't go. Rebound tracked down by Albert. Sends back up top, Jordy Barnes gives it to Lowe. Great recovery here by the Alta defense as Lowe turns it over. And then the foul to Lowe as he's going after the loose ball. That's number 3 on the freshman.
Boy, that one surprised me. Have another look at it here. And you could argue he's to the floor there, and that trips up Jackson.
I love the explanation.
That's what the official saw.
And I think it's what he saw because I think it's what happened. Also, the ball was behind him. So I'm just curious about that. But there is contact, and I don't know how you. I'm going to assume the adjudication was done correctly. If that's a word, adjudication.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reiser from the free throw line. Got it. Good and go. Rebound to Joe Johnson. Now on the run. Barnes way outside. Short on the triple. Rebound tracked down and saved in by Madsen.
Chance for Dowdell here.
Jordy with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Future Utah State Aggie. He'll follow in his father's footsteps. As Madsen sends that ball back outside. Dutch Dowdell rattles home a long-range three. And the second, I believe, Titan triple of the half.
And that's where I think Dutch is going to have to be ready to go the moment he has any separation and recognizes there, yeah, Johnson's on me, but I think I got enough room and able to rattle it in.
Johnson. If that's the first quarter, that's going. Rebound and run out now, Dowdell. 3-on-3. Dowdell down the lane, hangs. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound out to Reiser.
And you can see that length just disrupt, right? Little hesitation there as it's there. And
dash outside, gonna drive the baseline. Got a little room over the top of Joe Johnson.
I'm telling you, his quarterfinal game was spectacular. And a freshman, his minute's going to keep going up for Coach Orn.
Dowdell back rimmed, and the rebound taken by Doliak. On the push with Ace Reiser. As Ace is going to back things out here for Coach Orn in his second season at Alta. Last year, upset in the quarterfinals. His team came back ready to go. Barnes locked that ball loose. Dutch Dowdell now with the run out and lay in. Got the 2 points back that Johnson took away with the heads-up foul. And now a 6-point game as we dip inside of 3 minutes left. We'll have a timeout at the next dead ball.
Miscommunication off that screen.
Dash Reiser, 4-3. The freshman's not playing like a freshman in this state tournament.
That high screen, no one rolls with Ace. The help comes, you leave that kick out, and Dash able to drill it.
Jordy Barnes. Skip to Johnson outside. And bring it right back here. Albert, drop it into Madsen. Madsen sends out three from Albert. No. And a loose ball foul on the rebound. And he gets that on Ace Reiser as he fell down.
No, it's on Madsen.
No,
it's on Olympus. This is underneath. Take a look right there, right in the back.
So the foul on the floor, timeout on the floor, and we'll be back. 2:18 left in the half. It's Alta 31, Olympus 22. You're watching the 5A semifinals. Welcome back in the D Event Center. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. It's almost mission call open season. If you have a future missionary, we're going to get ready to head out to the field. Go to Modern Missionary and get them outfitted. So register on the website as there's going to be another foul here on Olympus as Johnson hit the deck. As both teams now 16 fouls apiece. But if you got a future missionary, get them outfitted at Modern Missionary. Go register them on the website. And get a free shirt and washable tie. I thank Modern Missionary for supporting us here on KSL Sports Rewind. As Jackson Johnson straight away for two. What a half from Jackson Johnson.
Well, he's now in double figures as well. 10 for him, and 12 for Ace, 5 for Dash. And they all come back next year, Dusty. That's the good news for Alta fans.
And bad news for everybody
yes,
else
sir.
As Dowdell misses. And the rebound to Doliak. Quickly on the run. Ace Reiser sends out in the corner to the dash. And that's out of bounds off of Jordy Barnes. As a matter of fact, both these teams are going to return a ton of talent.
Yes, they do. Yeah, Albert graduates, Madsen graduates for Olympus. But both Barnes and Dowdell come back.
As they trigger into Jackson Johnson. He'll send back up top to Dash Reiser. Dash. Good hit on
Good
the
decision.
freshman.
Yeah.
As he sends that one back out.
How about the bump?
Yeah, a little. You think he might be a setter in the spring? As the follow away from Johnson is short. The board from Goodfellow, and he got it! That's the kind of half it's been for the Alta Hawks. Fall away on the baseline is there. We'll see if we get a chance to see this play before the next shot. What a play by Goodfellow.
Sheesh. That was Goodfellow.
That was. He stole a bucket like the Lufthansa heist. Go back the other way, left that one short, rebound, and now we have a loose ball foul on Doliak. And they'll be loose. Actually, we're walking down the other floor. So 1-on-1 free throws here for the Titans with 32 seconds left in the half. Can we applaud our officials? I think the officials done a great job this week. We've had moments of questions. That's just going to happen. It's part of basketball.
Sure. And honestly, people have different perspectives on things too, right?
Doesn't mean they're always right perspectives. Yeah, different perspectives.
But yeah, no, people see things differently, right? That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Sometimes things get seen differently.
But the other thing we got to applaud is the shot clock.
It's been great.
It's been absolutely amazing. As the free throw is no good on the front end of 1-on-1. So Alta can hold it for the final shot of the first half because we do have a 35-second shot clock in Utah high school basketball.
The only worry is every time we go on the floor, someone's like, hey, Dusty, we got you your shot clock. I'm like, oh, great.
Including Rob Cuff, the executive director of the Activity Association. What else do you need? And I was like, well, while you're asking.
And, you know, Dusty learned something this week.
Yeah, 6-0. Good to that in a second. Reiser can't get it. Tipped around. Madsen has it as Albert will give it a heave. And that'll do it for the first half. And we'll share it. Go ahead and share it. We won't make people wait.
Dusty's been big on restricted area. Not just restricted area. Extended to the baseline now.
To the baseline, please. We go to the half. It's Alta 35, Olympus 24. You're watching the 2023 5A semifinals on your year-round home for our Utah high school basketball, KSLSports.com. Well, welcome back in, Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. Let's be ready for the second half as it's Alta 35, Olympus 24, and Dane not well, let's first start with Alta. Shot the ball extremely well in that first quarter, helping lead them to this 11-point lead.
Yeah, they really did. And look, we talked about the first quarter. They did cool off a bit in the second quarter. But look, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Normally that's Olympus shooting. Olympus is 2 of 11. That's been a big differentiator. But from the floor, 59% for Alta and a 14-8 advantage off the glass. Those two items have been your big differentiators. Jordy Barnes without a point in that first half for Olympus.
The jumper from Jackson Johnson does not go. Now down the floor we go with Olympus. And do they find a rhythm in this second half that they did not have in the first half? It was good defense from Alta as well that limited this Olympus offense. As Albert knocks down the three.
That's what we have come to know from Olympus and has not had that kind of shooting. We talk about Albert, we talk about Madsen, both of them needing to step up. Albert, his second made triple tonight.
Remember, they opened the game with the three. It was Madsen that opened it up.
Yeah, it was just his first made three because it was a field goal. Anyway.
Yeah, it's okay. As here comes Jordy Barnes. Riser able to cut that off. Here comes Lowe, hands off to Albert. And freshman Lowe is trying to look inside to Madsen. Got an advantage with Hink on his back. And good defense from the Hawks. As Dowdell goes at Johnson. The little bump and a charge.
A little delayed call there, but I think the right one. I thought this was set up. Another look.
It was just that the rim ball came off the rim before.
Yeah.
So the charge foul against, or the offensive foul, I should say, against Olympus. As Ace Reiser can't get the three to go. Doliak with the rebound, saves it into Johnson on the baseline, and Jackson Johnson rattles home the J.
Of course. He's been locked in, man. Like, he has shot the ball extremely well tonight.
We talked about it. He's an underclassman. A junior will be back. As Barnes hands off to Madsen. Madsen back over to Jordy. Jordy on the drive. Sends out to Dutch. Got Johnson off his feet. Dowdell blocked from behind by Johnson. And Barnes with the steal. Jordy for three. No. And the rebound back to Barnes. And now, jump ball. Skip that to Dowdell. Can't get just any momentum shots to drop here.
You get two open looks for Olympus off a turnover, and they missed them both. Wow.
Big opportunities gone by the boards here for the Titans. The three goes for Hink. Nash Hink for three.
Boy, you respect Ace's shot, and you want to go zone. You pull that ball to the middle. That wing can't get back in time. It's a big made three for Nash.
On the drive, Barnes.
Alta's defense, man, it has been impressive tonight.
As Lowe gets inside and one. The freshman takes a hard of the hole, finishes through the contact, and he'll go to the line looking for the old-fashioned three.
Yeah, I love this decision here. The paint's open. I think that's a little late getting there. It's certainly inside the non-applicable restricted area, but that's a nice take there by the freshman.
Non-applicable, much needed restricted area. To the baseline.
Just want to be clear,
Just
right?
want to make sure it's understood.
To the baseline.
And fighting amongst teammates there on the rebound, Doliak and Johnson. And this ball will go back to Olympus. I also find with Dowdell too. Oh,
and that was touched by
miscommunication. That's off
Johnson.
of Johnson.
Yeah.
Man, Shane Singer right there to make the call.
The right call.
Yeah. I wonder if they were going to St. George, if Dutch Dowdell immediately wants to go to the Flying Dutchman. There's a gas station in Santa Clara.
You know, I got some food for thought for you later.
Okay.
Timeout or something. I got along those lines.
The three from Lowe, short. And now on the run out, here comes Ace Reiser. Sends out. Hink's second three of the third. Nash Hink gashing this Titan defense.
And that three-point shot percentage continues to stay hot for Alta.
As Barnes sends out to Lowe. Now Madsen back over to Albert.
Biggest lead of the game here for the Hawks.
Lowe tries to fit that in to Madsen. He goes to the floor. Jump ball belongs to Olympus, as we'll stay here with the Titans. And Dane, I'm just kind of surprised to see just the drought here offensively as we hit the under 4 timeout.
Yeah, and look, you got to credit Alta. We talked about the length. How disruptive would that be? It has been disruptive. And be that in the paint, be it from the outside, Olympus is not getting the space they've been accustomed to getting. And you talk about Jordy, doesn't get in his rhythm early. He's had a couple of open looks, but hasn't been able to find it. And I just think, man, when you don't get those early buckets and now you're kind of chasing to find that rhythm, that flow, hasn't been able to get there.
Been really, really hard. Wait.
You ready for?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. All right, let's go a little food for thought for you, okay? All right,
so food for thought.
We've got, I'm wondering, your wife is a Hawk.
Yeah.
Help explain this for me. There's a couple of KFC buckets in the student section. I mean, there is such a thing as a chicken hawk. Isn't that like, I don't know, like you're
a chicken hawk?
Yeah, like you you're wearing like, like that's.
They're looking for buckets, man.
They
want buckets.
Is that what it is? They
want buckets.
Okay. All right. I was like, that could almost be a form of like eating your own mascot. We're talking chicken hawks here.
We learned in the movie Social Network that can get you in trouble at school.
The buckets?
Well, you remember Eduardo Saverin gets in trouble. They say that he was feeding a chicken. And they used that in the deposition in Social Network.
I don't remember.
In the school paper, all wrote,
Yeah, I trust you. Anyway, I was just curious. I saw those earlier. I was like, huh.
They want buckets. Right. Yeah, get them buckets. You know my affinity for both of these teams. I mean, for both of us, honestly. I mean, really, truthfully.
Yeah.
But Alta's student section in 2005, 2006, that was the original Dusty Diehards way back when on a different place at a different time.
Yeah.
And then, went to Davis, and then Olympus has always been there.
And by the way, we've talked about student sections all week. They both brought it tonight. Good crowds.
They certainly did. And Jordy Barnes can't buy the three is the long ball not falling for the Titans. Been a while since you've had a tough go in the state tournament game for Olympus. As Jackson Johnson sends that out to Goodfellow. Near side with Hink. He's got 2 threes in the quarter. Tipped out by Doliak. Reiser, 4-3. Get the extra opportunity. And it's extra crispy from the three-point line here for Alta.
Hey, Ace, got any more of that gum?
I sure do, Dane. Barnes has that one taken away. No, Barnes and Reiser go to the floor. Play on. Come back the other way. Johnson can't get it. Loose ball taken by Barnes. Near side of Lowe. Lowe to the rim and the finish.
Gavin has been good tonight offensively. 11 now for him. Talk about who'd be the support scoring. I didn't expect him to do it. He has done it.
In a 15-point game, you feel like if if Olympus could find some rhythm offensively from deep, it might not matter. The three from Carter Goodfellow. Send that ball in the corner. Now Dowdell, shakes Johnson and has that one swatted away by Goodfellow. You name it, Alta does it on the basketball floor tonight.
Yeah, and it's been a team. It's been a team effort. Everybody's played one of their best games for the Hawks this year. This is about as good as you can go.
As Barnes hit that out of bounds, and it'll be.
This is against the top-seeded Olympus Titans.
Mm-hmm. The reigning champion Olympus Titans.
Yeah. When was the last time Olympus had like a loss that was lopsided?
Lopsided in the state tournament has been a long time. Long time. I don't know that I've been a part of one that was lopsided. Because, they've had lopsided deficits in this building. Zach Wilson's last basketball game ever, quite honestly,
but they
was right here. They came back. That's what I'm saying. They came back, and it was down about this. I think it was like 25 points.
And here's the thing. I know it's 18. That's not that much for Olympus.
No, they keep going.
But they got to start finding the bottom of the net.
You got to find the bottom of the net, and then you got to keep playing D on the outside shot.
And that's the thing for me is it's like, look, you can defend Jackson, you can try to defend Ace, but when you have Hink and Goodfellow and everyone else hitting threes, it's like, all right, like, now what? They were 5 of 9 at the half, and I think they've made 3 or 4 in this third quarter.
Yeah,
that ratio's going up, not down right now.
Yeah, it's been crazy because we got Hink with 2, Goodfellow hit that 1. You've got Johnson with a couple. You've got Ace with a couple. Dash has at least 1.
They're winning the glass. They're winning the 3 ball.
Well, name the category, and they've got it.
Pretty much.
And another one. Ace Reiser, and it's a 21-point lead.
18 now for Ace, and I think he's got 4 triples.
Johnson with the rip. Jackson Johnson goes at Dowdell. No. Backside board to Doliak. We're going to have a loose ball foul. Is this going to go the other way? The foul on Doliak. Upon further review. Remember, there is no such thing as over the back. That is not a rule in the rule book. In fact, there is a player in the state of Utah that owns an official dinner.
That's correct. Yeah, we see it. We see it.
We even saw the handshake.
Might have to.
Where they've been in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
It's over the back. Well, there's no such thing as there's no rule over the back. I'll bet you dinner on it. Okay, and they shook hands on it. As Madsen misses on the corner three, Johnson with the rebound.
We may have to inquire of said player. We'll do it off air, right? We don't need to embarrass.
Yeah. I won't even give guesses who it is, but
it is.
I'd like to think he's playful enough we can talk about it.
It's a good story.
It is. Three and another three for Alta. It's Hink's third three of the third quarter.
Normally, Alta is giving, or normally Olympus is giving Titan triples, not taking them.
When you try to, I don't want to stoke any flames. Never mind. We're not going to have too much fun that way. As that ball goes off the hands of Lowe, and good effort there from the freshman. I'll do it. If you try to borrow another school color, this is what might happen to you.
They were going to give it back, Dusty.
Well, my school's trying to give your schools back. I mean, I want to give it back. You can have it. I've been begging for Royal back for years.
You know, it's funny, when that was first released, it was definitely Cougar Blue, not Aggie Blue.
It was Cougar Blue from Nike. They did it. As Jordy Barnes comes back and lays it in.
And that's the first Jordy bucket right there. First Jordy point right there. The final minute of the third.
And Lowe trying to get some momentum. Dutch Dowdell, as the horn sounds. He thought he might get a +1, did not. As now that's the end of the quarter. I thought that was going to go for just a second. As we go to the fourth quarter, it's an 18-point Alta lead. The Hawks lead the reigning 5A champion, Olympus Titans, 55-37. You're watching the 2023 5A semifinals on KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships. Start of the fourth quarter and a steal from Lowe, and that is a foul to Ace Reiser, and it's going to put the freshman at the line.
Wow.
To it, one a kid that's not willing to pack it in. This young freshman, Dane's gone after it.
He certainly has. I don't know if that's a fun fact or not.
I love fun facts or not.
Well, third quarter shooting for Alta, 7 of 12 from the floor. Yeah, all right.
Man.
6 of 8 from 3 in the third.
Man.
I mean, that's how you dagger right there. 11 of 17 in the game. Good luck. Good luck.
You didn't think I could find you, did you? As Jackson Johnson gets that to Reiser. Reiser finds Doliak on the other end, who gets the easy 2. And Olympus in the spot. They have got to pressure to find their way back in this game as Madsen.
I'll tell you this. The Ole fans have not lost their spirit. Student section is still trying to cheer on their group as much as they can.
That's Olympus. They did your beloved chant.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if this doesn't turn around? I mean, you got one Aggie chant. They have to do the other Aggie chant. Do they not?
You never own that one, Dusty.
The scoreboard
Alta
one.
does?
Yeah, Alta, yeah.
Yeah.
That at some point, never mind. I thought Johnson was getting the steal there.
And even as that chant was going, Alta didn't even chant. They just pointed. Just pointed.
I don't know if Alta fans even know that other Aggie chant that they do.
Oh, there's Dusty on his Alta high horse.
I'm just saying, I don't know if they know it.
God.
The 3 doesn't go. Rebound to Doliak, and he'll have a foul on the floor. That's going to be team foul number 2 in the second half. And a foul to Dutch Dowdell. Number 2 on Dutch.
You know what's incredible, though? I mean, you see what winning does. I mean, what an energy about Alta. And, look, it's a school with a lot of pride and a lot of great support. But, man, you get a team in a semifinal that plays basketball like this, entertaining up and down the floor, execute well, good connection. You can see students on the floor, students in the stands, and, man, it becomes really fun really fast.
Yeah, it does. And I tell you, this game is begging to have a comeback or at least something. Remember, Dane and I always talk about this. We don't cheer for teams, and we do cheer for players, and we do cheer for moments, and most certainly games. As Reiser goes down the lane, sends that ball in the corner to Goodfellow. Doliak cycled through to Hink. 3 threes in the third quarter for Nash Hink. That ball sent back outside to Hink with 13 on the shot clock. Sends out Jackson Johnson. Misses on the 3. Doliak with another offensive board. Madsen fighting. Knocked it away. Here comes Barnes. Jordy carried. Yep. The professor got away with it, but that's in the N1 mixed tour. Let's see if he got a gripe here for Jordy. Yeah, that's not it. I see lefties do that all the time.
Now that left one is maybe stalled a little bit, but I don't think that's a carry.
That's the Coleman Outwater special. Jordy got wrong because he's right-handed. I watched Coleman Outwater do that just like a week ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one, to use Dusty's new phrase. The other word's gone. The T word's used.
Look, the good news is the headset is still on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I watched Hunter Skank go to the floor on that move from Coleman Outwater. If Jordy were left-handed, that ball would still be there. That's out of bounds. And even then, Olympus is getting a little frustrated. I mean, this is kind of the deal. We dip inside of 6 minutes left in the ball game. Ace Reiser. Everyone thought I was going another offensive board to Doliak. I think it's his third in the fourth quarter. Goodfellow. Madsen saves it in. As Barnes, and now the foul from Mason. Olympus looking for anything they can get to get some extra points. Immediately George's like, hey, come on, can we please get attention? We need 2 plus the possession here.
I don't know about you, and I mean Dusty and viewers and pretty much everyone. I feel shocked.
Yes, absolutely. Pepper Brooks, everybody. 3 on the way. Albert, no. And the rebound claimed, and Alta able to go one and done defensively. The black-cladded Hawks want everything too. Reiser down the lane, that's late, and one. Madsen slid under, a beat too late. +1 for Ace. Number 2 on Harper Madsen. As right now, the route is on here for the Hawks.
This is the fewest points they've scored since the 2022 state championship. Is that right? This says the final was 40-31 against Woods Cross. It wasn't that low scoring, was it?
Don't remember that. As the 3 is there for Dutch Dowdell, and a timeout to Matt Barnes. 5:04 left in the fourth. We'll be right back. You're watching the 5A semifinals on KSLSports.com. 5:04 left in the fourth quarter. We'll have the under 4 timeout here momentarily, as well as Lowe hounding Johnson, but it's Hink on the run out, send to the corner. Dash Reiser, now Ace. And that's a good job of avoiding the foul there by Lowe. So I thought he got away. Didn't get away with one, got away from the foul. As Dash now going to get the foul to Jordy Barnes. As you can hear the crowds are Everybody's very nervous about everything right now. We're so sensitive.
Well, one team is so excited to get moving on, and the other team is so stunned.
Everybody's so sensitive about every foul. So I think Jordy's good. Comes up, pats guys like, hey, we're good. As now, that's a get right play.
Look, I say.
Well, he does get a full step on that one, but yeah.
I say things tend to work out in the long run, right? It all comes out in the wash. That's a wash play.
Again, that was the phrase I was going to use. It all comes out in the wash. Is that ball loose? And jump ball, possession arrow belongs to the Hawks.
Except for grape juice. Nope.
Yeah, Linus in Ocean's 13. It's white wine. So obviously that comes out in the wash. And now a foul away from the ball. And that's going to go on Lowe, the freshman.
That might be his.
I was thinking number 5.
Yeah, I think it's 5.
And that was more of a frustration for him, too. It's been one of those nights. And like I said, these haven't happened a lot to Olympus. They scored 40 points. We did verify in the state championship a year ago.
Lowe was on the bench before the table can even announce who the foul was on.
That's a freshman that's aware of where he was. And remember that 5A championship game last year, I believe it was the second game of the day. No, it wasn't. The 6A game was second. But I'm going to say it was the last time I got to say no shot clock in Utah high school basketball, but it was not. The swan song for that was in the 6A title game.
And it was quite eloquent.
I hope our friends, I'm going to text someone that's a good friend of mine. Timeout, 4:14 left in the fourth. .14 left in the fourth. We gotta be smart. This game's gonna go on KSLSports.com and YouTube. We cannot have Baby Shark getting us copyright claims, so we gotta be a little smart with that. Or DJ Chark, as our kids would say. As send out for 3, got it. Dash Reiser with another 3 and another Alta triple.
Let's make one thing clear. If there were Baby Sharks in the arena, I would bet on the Hawks to scoop them up and eat them the way that they've been playing tonight.
Oh my goodness, you're absolutely right. Not only that, they'd be flame roasted before they ate them. Golly.
They'd be grabbing 3 Baby Sharks at a time.
3 Baby Sharks. I can't actually, the algorithm's going to catch that. 3:35 left in the fourth.
And sadly, that actually works.
Man, is Hink over Joe Johnson. How about Nash Hink in the second half?
Yeah, he's up to 11.
Yeah. His first non-3.
Talking with a friend, I'll keep him anonymous, but I want him to know. He said Nash Hink is the key for him tonight. And look, I mean, really, just take your pick. I mean, any of the top 8 players for Alta, but
I think I know.
He's been great. You know. You know.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Has he been on Earth this week? Is Dash left that one short? Okay.
You know.
Quickly on the other way. Amy Dure, we love you. Send the ball inside, and it's Madsen with the putback.
Well, now don't expect him to text you back, Dusty.
Well, that's okay. I'm not giving it out. Oh, man. Johnson. He didn't want to be known, so that's okay. Or you didn't want him to be known.
Yeah,
so okay.
I like to keep that anonymous. I don't want to ruin potential relationships, and this is Jordy Barnes in the backcourt. And
Jordy's
I think it's a cramp. Yeah.
Yep. So you know when your dad's the head coach, and he's like, hey, come on. Jordy, I'm telling you right now, I'm talking to Detmer, like, hey, bud, just shake it off. We're good. That's okay. We're okay. As we take the
media
timeout. And we'll be right back. You're watching the 2023 5A semifinals. And welcome back in. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. It's a 16-point Alta Hawk lead with 2:35 left in the fourth quarter. As Alta looking to get back to the state title game for the first time in, I believe, a decade.
It's been a while.
I think it was 2012 when they won it here at Weber State. Been a bit. They won the 4A state title game, if I remember correctly, as that shot doesn't go. As that ball sent back in by Hink. Got it back in the corner. And I can't wait to start saying about 5 years from now, the pre-shot clock era. I might just start using it now. That is just a great way of designating that time of our life. As there's 13 on the shot clock. As they lob that in, Jackson Johnson gets it to go. As Weston Olson tries to send that down, or try to save it rather, and Joe Johnson had that ball go out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Alta Hawks.
You know, we talk about the depth scoring that Alta has had tonight. 6 different players have scored, 3 of them in double figures, and the fewest points is Carter Doliak with 6. So a lot of scoring from some of that depth. And for Olympus, Dutch has 15. Low with 12. Those were the only 2 in double figures for the Titans.
So it was 2010. They beat Davis 46-32.
Wow.
So shooting 1-1 is Jackson Johnson, not to be confused with region rival Jackson Johnson, the quarterback of Brighton.
Yeah.
Both in Sandy.
Wasn't that Jace?
Jackson Johnson.
It is Jackson? Okay.
Well, he goes by Jack Johnson, but it's
oh,
Jackson
that's what it,
Johnson.
yeah, okay, okay.
Which I always appreciate. When I do top 5 plays, that means I can always quote Jack Johnson songs.
Yeah. It's a new era for Alta basketball, I'll tell you what.
This certainly is.
Second year for Coach Orn. Serenade going on.
As he took over for Jim Barker, who won that state title in 2010, who took over for longtime coach Tony Cannon, who had won that 2003 state championship. As it is board and sent back out, but the three is just not going for Olympus. Is on the run out. Here's Hink with the exclamation point on the evening. Alta exorcising some demons tonight. Talking about falling to Bonneville in the quarterfinals a year ago. That just kind of epitomizes the evening there. As Johnson missed the bunny but got it back, and Matt Barnes is going to take the timeout, make sure he gets guys on the floor that need to get on the floor in what is the final game of the season for the Olympus Titans with 52.5 to go.
Yeah, I mean, they were not going to be let down tonight. I don't know what Coach Orn said in the pregame locker room. You might want to record that bad boy and play it again tomorrow night because, my goodness. Look, I was big on Alta last year, big on Alta this year, and this is probably the most impressive performance I've seen them put together in the second year for Coach Orn.
Well, let's make sure this is understood by Alta fans, because people tend to now pay attention to what we say. But at this point, But if you watch our bracketology video, which is still posted on KSLSports.com,
Yep.
we both had Alta in the state championship game.
Yeah.
We did not have them whipping Olympus.
Correct.
We had them beating Olympus to get to the title game.
Yeah, fortunately, we don't do scores.
Fortunately, we do not.
Yeah.
But we both had them in the championship game. I had Lehigh defeating Alta in the title game. You had Alta winning against
Lehigh.
So, but this is not an unexpected thing to see Alta in the state championship game. But just surprising to see them in such a decisive fashion, knocking off the reigning 5A title or 5A champion to get to the title game. As Ace Reiser is off on the 3, dash with the board, send out to Jackson Johnson, and Olympus is going to bring the ball up in the front court.
It's going to be one of the largest deficit for Olympus since 2019 New Year's Eve to Bingham.
Wow. So let the celebration begin to the boys on 11th East. Alta going to the 5A championship game. It's a 71-51 win over the reigning 5A champs. Olympus's run comes to an end at the hands of the Alta Hawks. Dane, your final thoughts and selection of a Heidemann Associates player of the game.
Yeah, look, great year for Olympus. Region champs, co-region champs out of Region 6. They're going to be back. Jordy Barnes, Dutch Dowdell, they're going to learn from this moment just like Alta learned from last year's quarters. But today, man, it was ALTAWINS. Alta was big from early on. You talk about the way they came out of the gate. Ace Reiser, 10 points in the first quarter. I've got him finishing, well, I didn't keep track through the game, but he's over 20. Ace is my player of the game. The way he came out tonight, set the tone early. I thought really put Olympus on their toes, or on their heels defensively. And, man, that just sent a message early on that it was going to be Alta's night. Alta continues on. Great year for Olympus, comes to an end here in the semi.
Well, it doesn't matter if you take 106th South, 114th South, or 123rd. All roads lead to 11th East and just north of 114th South to Alta High School as Alta is moving on to the 5A championship game. Congratulations to Coach Orn and the Hawks of making it to the title game, and to Coach Matt Barnes, one of our absolute favorites, one of the classiest coaches that you'll ever meet. The reign comes to an end for his Olympus Titans as their season comes to a close against Alta. But congratulations to Coach Barnes, making it to the semifinal game once again. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the 2023 5A State Championship Basketball Tournament right here on your online home for state championships, KSLSports.com. Coming up next, it is Timpview and Orem from the D Event Center. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2023 5A semifinals.